Hello everyone, Marco Chiappetta for Hot Hardware here. I'm finally getting a chance to build the gaming system we recently gave away with the help of Kingston, Thermaltake, EVGA, and Intel. But before I pieced it together, I figured you'd like to see some of the parts. So on the table here, that is the very cool Kingston HyperX 240 gig SSD, right next to 16 gigs of Kingston HyperX RAM. And behind it there is the Thermaltake Water 3 Extreme liquid cooling system. That is the EVGA 1000 watt G2 power supply. And right above it is the EVGA GeForce GTX 770 with ACX cooling system. Down here is the awesome EVGA X79 Dark motherboard. And right in front of it is the Intel Core i7 4960X that's going in the rig. Now what you don't see on the table is the Thermaltake Core V71 case. Let me open that up and put it up on the table next. Here we have the very cool Thermaltake Core V71 case. As you can see, this is a windowed model, but I'm going to leave the protective film on that window. I don't want to scratch anything. It's much clearer with that film removed. The front and top of this case are a metal mesh. I think it looks really, really nice. At the top front, there's two 5¼ inch external bays. You have that nice Thermaltake logo at the bottom, but there's also some cool stuff on the top I want to show you. Let me just move the camera. So here's a shot of the top of the Thermaltake Core V71 case. Right here is a reset switch. This is an activity LED. And you have a fan controller. It says high or low right here, along with a fan LED switch to turn the lighting on and off. Here is the power switch. And up over here is a couple of USB 2 ports, a couple of USB 3 ports, and microphone and headphone jacks. And here are the external drive bays I mentioned earlier. Here's a quick look at the EVGA X79 Dark motherboard. This guy's built around the Intel X79 chipset, and as you can see, it's got some nice big heat sinks. There's one on the VRM and one on the I/O hub. It's got plenty of SATA ports, a ton of PCI Express X16 slots, and plenty of I/O as well. I'm going to go ahead and get the memory and processor installed, so hold on one sec. Alright, so the Core i7 4960X is installed along with the 16 gigs of HyperX Fury RAM. I think that black memory looks right at home in this motherboard. It looks really good. Alright, time to pop open a few more boxes and get some stuff mounted in the case. Just checking out the rest of the parts before I start mounting stuff. That is the Thermaltake Water 3 up top there, the power supply, the graphics card, and of course the SSD. Okay, we're making some progress here. I have the motherboard mounted in the case. I have the Thermaltake Water 3 mounted to the CPU and its radiator up at the top of the case. I have not connected any fans or any cables just yet though. Gonna get that done next. We're a little further along here. I have the SSD mounted in a tray. The PSU is in the case and the first little bits of cable management are going on. So at this point, everything is actually connected and wired as far as these fans and the cooler go. Okay, so we are inching closer to completion here. I have fitted everything into the case and roughed all the wiring and turned it on to make sure I have everything right. Everything seems good. Just have a bit of cleanup to do, and then I can button her up and install the OS. Alrighty, I think I am just about ready to close up the backside of the motherboard tray and put this side panel on. It is not immaculate, but it's pretty clean and all of those wires are nice and secure. Nothing is going to move anywhere. Okay, one last quick look at the inside before I close her up. Everything is installed and working. You can see the fans are lit up. Cables are all tied down. Graphics card is in. Everything is powered up and the fans are spinning. While I had the system powered up, I thought maybe I'd show you the fan controller and LED controller built into the Thermaltake Core V71. As you can see, everything is powered up. Fans are on low right now. I'm going to switch them to high. You probably won't hear a difference over this microphone. System is still pretty quiet on high, and this button turns the LEDs on and off. Off. On. And there she is in all her glory. I am going to install an operating system and just make sure everything's working properly. Then I'm going to get this baby boxed up and shipped off to the winner. Once again, this is Marco Chiappetta for Hot Hardware. I hope you enjoyed watching this build as much as I enjoyed putting it all together. See you soon.